Hello, how's it going, boys? What is up? So it's back once again for yet another weird-ass YouTube video thing. Yeah. So today I am gonna share with what I've done in the last few days. So we all know that Revans are kind of like a thing that we have to do, right? It's kind of like, at one point you have to start farming bars, that kind of stuff. Now we are at that point where we actually have to start farming Revans if you want to complete our Revans grid or whatever stuff, or you want to upgrade the good ones, you have to farm Revans quite a bit so you can get your sands and stuff, all that shit, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So now that Revans are getting way more needed than usual, so it's about time I would probably start doing the ones that I hardly ever do, aka Agastia. Because that raid is a piece of shit, I have to say. So other than that, I think I already shared in the past my Siegfried setup. I also shared my Siete setup. I also shared the I think I shared Cosmos as well, the one that I did, which I don't think I really changed that much since then. I think I also shared my Mugan too, if I recall correctly. Yeah, because I didn't really change anything, so I don't think I'm really going to share much today besides Agastia and Diaspora, because Diaspora, this is the main two that is technically kind of new, that the ones I changed. So I'll just briefly show you what of the other Revans that I have currently, so maybe you get the brief idea what I'm using. But I'm mostly focused on just showing my Agastia and the Diaspora setup that I decided to use for farming mindlessly, that kind of thing. Yeah. So alright, so let's start all the way from the top, right? So for Mugan I didn't change. I'm still using the fucking Kango bullshit, which is still honestly kind of cringe. So I'm still using the exact same one, minus the fact that I just got Hasilia full limit break I don't know, 20 minutes ago. So I just got that recently, so that's probably a lot better. So yeah, this is just the same Kango shit I used all the way back when Mugan came out too. You're just rotating the Ogi and the fated chain for Wemdus and stuff. So you're getting damage mitigation from Wemdus, and then when you Ogi with her, you get damage mitigation as well. And then you fated chain, you get damage mitigation as well. So you're just not really taking any damage, so you just keep going over and over and over. It's fucking slow, but it works, right? I haven't really gotten the funny gun setup thing going yet, because I do not have all the characters. I do not have the summons, but if I really wanted to, I could. But for now, this is the one that I went with. And then yeah, technically you're looking at the Agastia setup, but I'll get to it shortly. So the Diaspora setup is the new one that I recently used. So I did not want to use Robin Hood ever again, because Robin Hood, the click, the thing, and that one is is basically like a remnant in the past now. You can still do that, but it's slow as hell, right? So people kind of change it a little bit with with the new Ultimate Mastery with Robin Hood, where you can kind of allow yourself to auto more often without needing to mash the buttons with Lobelia and stuff, right? So that's kind of the other thing, but I didn't really want to do that still, because I hated fucking Robin Hood. And because since I have hunting already that I grabbed from last Guild War, I was dude, I gotta make use of this thing, right? Dude, it costs 150 gold moons after all, right? So I gotta use that shit. So here am I using it. I'm also in a position where I do not have Halloween Kukuru or Kukurox or whatever you pronounce her name, but yeah, I do not have her. She's probably the one character that you can get. I mean, if you have the character and you have hunting, the raid is probably super fucking easy for you. Yeah, because she does all the debuffs, she does all the hits. You can just basically just mash through and you're fine. You don't even need to care about anything. So yeah, I do not have that. So what I did was that I used the other setup that it's not really that old. I think this was probably quite recent as well, where you use the new full limit break Kame and Galleon, because I do not have the other characters. So yeah, I'm using this with Tiger. Yeah, and so far I use this is still, it's not that fast, but it's the speed is good enough for me to actually get 4 mil at least. You know, in comparison to like some of the wrestler guys and all that other stuff, right? So it's still, to me, it's still okay. It's not the best. Fuck it, right? At least it's not like I have to like, you know, do all the stupid click shit, whatever, blah blah blah, all the stuff with Robin Hood. Yeah, I'm using this. Basically, Lobelia is like not doing anything. If you have him full limit break, I guess he technically gives you a little bit more damage, I suppose. Yeah, but doesn't really matter. I have no idea who I want to put in the backline, honestly, so I just left it there. I mean, I could probably just put like, I don't know, some other dude that gives damage cap, like Dianta or some shit, but I don't think it really matters. But yeah, so it's just more of like using full limit break Kame, and then I just kill someone off that has extra pots, so obviously Tico, right? And bring Kame in, and done, right? And just mash and shit. Alright, so grid-wise, obviously you know what the hell is it gonna be, right? We don't use Kame Grid anymore, because that shit is weak. So obviously use LS, and two Sieg daggers, and one Banu dagger. I think this is the dagger, right? Yeah. So that's Banu's dagger. So I put it attack as well, and then blah blah blah. The two evoker weapons, and then Ultima. I think Ultima you can pretty much use whatever that is good for you. Technically, I don't think it really matters. And as long as you have it full limit break, I think the evokers doesn't really matter too much. That is, it's just basically there for you to get EX mod, really. Like outside of that, there's really not much EX mods in here. Yeah, this one is caged, by the way. Yeah, this one is caged. You probably want it caged anyway, because this is the one that really gives you extra, like, you know, more punching power, basically, right? And then this too is like, if you have it like upgraded already, even better, right? Because they give you way more damage. Like the raw damage on this, like one alone, you can probably just remove Ichigo, I think, if you do have this like Mark II or some shit with attack, right? I'm not entirely sure, but you probably could. So, but I'm just sticking it like this because I haven't upgraded it and all that shit, blah blah blah, all that, right? So I'm using it like that. There's no plus marks. This is the double strike key, and this is the amplifier one. So same thing. So you just use auto cap, skill cap, and done. Summon wise, I think is also pretty straightforward. Having Galleon helps out a lot. Having the Mammoth is also kind of like a key to give you the extra autos, the echo and all that shit, right? So this is the stuff that I'm using for anyone's wondering. All right. So sub skill is you. Honestly, I think clarity is whatever though. You can honestly just remove that and ignore this altogether, because you're gonna be using this two combo and then this with this, right? So the moment you use this two, you cannot use any other skills anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The most important is you just need this, and the this is the ultimate mastery skill, if I recall correctly. So you need that if you want to use that. I think my EMP is kinda standard, I think. Yeah. You can just screen cap, I guess, if you want to see what I'm using. But yeah, that's basically what I'm using. Okay. And then for characters, what I also did was I swapped them all to Defense Awakening as well, for anyone's wondering. They're all defense. The ring, honestly, is not really that big of a deal, to be fair. Yeah, I kind of just left it with really whatever. Same goes for this as well. Yeah, whatever. And so defense, same goes for Kame. I just gave them all whatever ring and thing, and just defense. Basically, I just gave them all defense mod, awakening, I mean, and then yeah, it is good. So for now, I guess I just show it to you, I guess. So there is some RNG involved because of the you know how Diaspora works. Whenever the omen comes up, is either you get, is it 10 or 11 debuffs? Either one of that. The debuffs thing, and then you get the 30 hit one, right? It's either one of the two. But from what I can see, you can pretty much ignore whatever is really happening, really. But what I usually tend to do, from what, like, what I understand from the video is that you could technically just use because you have you're using full limit break Kame, you're able to cast Tiger S3 twice, right? So you can kind of use that in proportion onto like how the rate goes, right? So let me just demo, I guess. All right. So like the first turn, I always press Tiger S1. I just follow the video thing. So make sure you use Galleon on MC, and then her S3, you attack, refresh. Turn 2, attack again. Turn 3, you guard with Galleon. You guard with Galleon, and then you attack. I should fucking get pots as well. And then on turn 4, make sure you press this, and then you press this, and then you press MC S1, S2. And then you want to Uriel to give you more consistent damage and all that shit. And also defense is also pretty helpful, so that's why you want to do that. Alright. And then turn 5, it could be debuff or the other thing. If it's debuff, that's fine, right? If it's this one, what I usually do is I just go for it, right? I just fucking press that. I just go for that. You go. Doesn't really matter, because it really just depends on whether or not you get that or not. So if you get the 37 hits again, right, then you just if it turns 6, if you still hit again, just go for it, I guess. Yeah, you just go for it, and then what I usually do is that I'll just do that as well. So then I'll just attack. You can probably pot as well. I think the potting is really up to you how much you want to do. And like if you get debuff, right, what I usually do is that I'll just fucking Babu. You Babu, I'll press that as well. And then you press Tiger S1. Make sure they have that double strike shit there. If not, it won't work. And since we're kind of like that now, I'll just press the Mammoth as well. So, and then press the S3 for Kame to get the attack without taking a turn. Then S2 again, repeat that thing because I have Babu and the thing up, and that should be done, kind of, yeah. So it really requires you to do a little bit of like reaction in a way, like because it really just depends whether or not you're getting the debuff or the hits, right? So usually what tends to happen is that what I try to do is that if it's turn 5, right, if the debuff happens in turn 5, which it didn't on this particular one, what I usually do is that I will do Babu, you know, like just now, like I did. I will do Babu only. Like I'll only cast Babu. I will get I also just might as well. I just decided to just cast the Kame S4 to get the Echo thing as well for that particular turn, and then make sure you always hit S1 on Tiger. All right. Because you need S1 on Tiger, and then when Tiger also does the double strike, you'll get mostly enough debuffs for that particular turn. If it's 37 hits, you can just basically ignore and just go Galleon and then just attack. And then, but if you get back-to-back debuff, you could, however, just press the attack anyway. Because from what I can see, like, based on what I tried so far, right, the setup that I'm using, you should have enough defense, because I did say that all 3 of my characters have defense awakening, so just attacking is not really a bad idea. Okay, so you can just attack. They take some damage, sure, but it's honestly not the end of the world kind of thing. So you just attack, just pot up. I mean, you have a lot of pots, right? Just make use of that. Just pot up, just keep going. Just basically the whole idea of this setup is just that you need to mash a lot. Just mash a lot. Let me try again, I guess. Let's see what I get this time. So go again, press this, MC, bam, 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 chat, boom. Again. Attack again. And then turn 3, you guard with her. And then Kame S1, remember Kame S1, you press that. And then this 2, and then Uriel. Because you need the defense. Because having the defense from Uriel is actually really, really handy, so yeah. Am I getting debuff now? Nope, still 37 hits. So 37 hits again. Oh hey, I got Helmel free. Nice. Free supplemental for me. Can't say no to that. So I'll press that again. Why not? And just attack. Oh, debuff 11 times. So see, now I'm in a position where I can double strike or whatever, right? Just press this, dude. Doesn't matter. Just press that and attack. They won't exactly die, so it's okay. So it's not really a big deal. Tiger is probably dying very, very badly, but fuck it, right? So what you can actually do here is that you just fucking just do the nuke right now. You just press this again. Just fucking Babu and press this shit. There is a high chance that you might not have enough, so probably have to take an extra turn kind of thing. That's what I noticed with this setup that I'm using. So just attack, blah blah blah. Then just attack. This should not be at 4 mil yet, right? Yeah, see? Because the difference, the reason why it's not 4 mil yet is because I haven't gone through the Omen yet. Because usually the Omen clears that I get, like you saw earlier, the reason why it's 4 mil is because I cleared Omens. If I didn't clear Omens, just fucking press another just press another and then you're done, right? So it's not really a big deal. So, like I said, if you're seeing that shit, just press your heal button, done. Heal button, press your auto. No need, you don't have to think. The beauty of this is that you just fucking mash your shit as fast as you can. Oh, Lamau. We'll get into that shortly. Oh, hey, I got one. Alright, it's fine. So that's the setup that I went with, and it's not that, like I say, it's not that fast. To me, it's good enough. It's good enough that I can somewhat like kind of turn my brain off, but I still need to react in a little bit, but it's still fine. All right. The next one is Siegfried, right? Okay, so Siegfried, I didn't really change a lot. It's exactly the same, but I think a lot of people can technically change it now because where the hell is my... Yeah, this one. So I'm still using the whole Paladin thingy. Because the change now is that I think there's a new tech where people are able to use the new Ultimate Mastery for Monk and using that with Eliza. It's like a really, really good combination where you can actually use Eliza to tank the... What's the fucking thing? The phalange... What was his Ogi name? That big thing that really fucking kills you, basically. That one when he goes like full meter or whatever. Qual? Yes, that one. Like, you use... Basically, the idea for that Monk thing is... From what I see, mostly it works the same, where you need to monkey mash a lot, but you need to use Eliza to tank that shit because you're not using Paladin, right? Paladin has that damage mitigation thing. You just press that button guard and you're good, right? So for the most part, mine is still the same. Everything is still the same. I didn't change it. You could also, however, not use, because I'm still using the whole double Tiamat thing. You don't need to use that now too, because you can technically kind of change it and fit it to use the what's that? The Lucifer something else, right? The Lucifer Magna or Primal, whatever. You can technically do that as well, which is honestly I would say is actually better too. But for the most part, I'm too lazy to change, so I'm stuck with this, and it still works, so it's fine. Whatever. All right, then Siete. I think I mentioned before I didn't change it as well. Siete is also I'm using exactly the same. You can also refer to my video. I think I'll just link everything that I had in the past that I mentioned before, what I'm using, in the description somewhere or something. So yeah, I'm still using the exact same thing. I didn't change shit. Everything is the same. Blah 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 blah. Same thing there. 7-8 turns kind of bullshit. Still works the same. And then following up is Cosmos. Cosmos is also exactly the same. Where is my yep? So this one. So this I'm using the usual Chaos Ruler thing with Ray, Fidel, and Leech, and I'm also using Nia at full limit break because it's actually very, very handy. She gives a lot of hits. She gives a very, very handy buff to someone else to have very consistent like triple attack and stuff. Oh, excuse me. And gives you a lot of... I think she gives defense as well on her second skill, which is yeah, because you get like damage reduction thing, which is very, very handy too. So it's quite nice. You like, because I'm using Ray, you could potentially also use Nia's S2 on Ray because Ray takes a lot of damage, but I kind of ignore that. I usually put it on Fidel because whatever. So to pretty simply, to briefly mention what I do with this setup is that what I usually do with this setup, just to refresh your memory again, I guess, is basically I'll just auto all the way until when it goes to basically the right side is you need to Ogi more. If the bar is on the right side, the Ogi. If it's on the left side, you have to auto attack. Lots of hits kind of thing. Because you need like 2 mil. I think it's 2 mil per hit or something. And then you'll slowly shift to the right side or some shit. Alright? So with the help of Nia, when she dies, it will go towards MC or whatever. Is it 3 mil? Okay, whatever. So it will go towards MC and Nia is going to die really, really quick. Okay, Nia is going to die very, very quick, so MC is going to get the buff very, very quickly. The reason why she dies very, very quickly, because you're not going to use Nia's S1 at all. Because if you use Nia's S1, her stacks will not get eaten up when you ever use this. But because her thing is not up, right? This gets eaten up really, really quickly, and she dies really, really fast. But that's fine, because the idea is that you kind of want to get Leech up in there anyway. And Linnea is just there to like give a little bit of like CA reactivation or like a little bit of buff towards your other characters in the initial phase, so you don't really take too much damage in the beginning, kind of shit, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Yeah. So the main idea is basically just MC and Fidel is like the main part of the show, because MC, if you want to do CA reactivation with Nia, right, usually I put that on MC because MC is usually the ones that doesn't get the stupid debuff. If you get that stupid annoying debuff where your characters will not be able to attack, MC is always the ones that doesn't have that, because Nia is always protecting MC. Yeah. And the other thing, what you want to do as well, if you really do not want to get that, right, what I learned as well is that because I tried to do it recently again, because I have to host every day, what kind of thing, is that what you can do is that you don't press Fidel shit early, Fidel's S1 early. So if you do see that kind of shit where you all of a sudden encounter like the stupid Ogi 5 times early, right? Because that shit is RNG, by the way. If you encounter that shit early, you use Fidel's stuff. Ray's S3 should be saved at 75. What I usually do is I save this for 75 and it works like a charm, right? So what I usually would do is that I would usually just mash it in the beginning, but because RNG is such a pain in the ass, I usually just don't. I'll just pot, ignore it. I'll pot, and then when the thing comes, the stupid 5 Ogi thing, I'll just press this. So at least I won't get fucked, right? Okay. So when that happens, you just save that for whatever thing, okay? And then for 50, usually, right? Usually your Fidel should be up already. By then, you should have enough. Hopefully, you manage to Ogi a little bit here and there. It really just depends on the speed of your, of course, right? Hopefully, it's up by then. And then you want to always keep Ray in the team because you want this up. Because this helps you progress your shit super fast, basically allowing you to refresh your skills. So it helps to put the uptime for this a lot better in case you couldn't get the Fated Chain up or raise S3 as well. So it's the same thing, right? So that's basically what you want. You want to try to keep Ray in there as much as possible because of this. And you could either, so basically for 50 and 25, right, for this particular teams, either use Ray S3 for it or use Fidel for it. It really just depends. You have to really react accordingly. It's a very annoying raid, but yeah, okay. So, alright, there's it. Alright, so now it's the big one. I've not done Agastia before, but so let's get into Agastia real quick. Okay, so Agastia is probably like the worst fucking raid in the entire fucking game. Because they fucking like restrict every fucking thing. Because they don't want you to burst with fucking Flugen or whatever bullshit. They fucking are. They just hated that shit, right? They don't want you to do any of that. It's fucking annoying, okay? So, what exactly I decided to like fuck around with is that, I mean, there's a lot of homeworks out there, but I can assure you that a lot of them involves running main hand Harmonia with Rising Force. The reason that being because Harmonia has delay, right? The Ogi thing has delay. You know what? I'll just show you. Delay effect. This is the number one thing you have to remember. This is like the most important thing you need to know about Agastia, basically, because Agastia's shit, you need to Ogi a lot not really Ogi a lot, but yeah, you're supposed to delay it a lot in order for you to get that stupid bar maxed out. I'll show you in a bit, okay? I'll just briefly explain it right now. So what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to always aim MC to Ogi, because MC is the only one that has delay, right? With the Ogi, right? So you need to Ogi with MC in order for you to delay. So what you usually have to do is that in order for you to fill the bar, the easiest way is obviously you can clear the omens, or you delay when the thing is there. So basically when you are full diamonds, for example, right? When the full diamonds is there, you delay him, the bar moves up by 25%. So the idea is that you need to do that for 4 total times, and then it gets to 100%. And then you press the Fatal Chain thing, your stupid Kaiser, stupid shit, Megazord thing comes out, and then the stupid annoying buff that Agastia has, the damage mitigation thing, will go away. Okay? So that once you get that, you're able to actually do proper damage for once. Because if not, you're just capped on damage. I think it's like... Is it 500k? I think it's 500k, right? The stupid mitigation thing. I don't really remember, but... TLDR is annoying as hell. Okay? It's annoying as hell. So the reason... Okay, so the setup that I went with was this set of characters. Uni is very, very important just because that she helps so much in survivability. She gives you meter every turn. She also gives you that easy omen clear. Because the moment you have... once you reach that point of the raid, you should have enough if you get through enough turns, that is, right? So Uni is very, very important in there. And then I think this is a very, very popular way to go as well, where a lot of people also just use Vera to sacrifice herself. Because a lot of times... There's a very important thing you have to remember is that the big trigger, the main trigger is 90, 75, and 60, okay? This main 3 trigger is the ones you have to remember, because other than that, it's basically 40%, but you don't really pay too much attention to that, honestly, because you want to like get to 4 mil at least, right? Bare minimum, but where everyone these days go like fucking 6, 7, 8 million or some shit nowadays, which is annoying as hell, but you know. Alright. So the main one, 90, 75, and 60%, right? Because 90%, it's so close at the start, right? You want to get that out of the way quickly sometimes, because you can't really control the speed of the raid, right? So what you do is that you just use Vera S1 to kill herself. And getting your characters killed in this raid doesn't really matter at all. There's like not much downside to it, so you can just let her die. It's fine. So what I did was that I bring Kubira in there because Kubira has like some nice buffs. She has her debuff as well. She also has like a lot of nukes and can heal herself, so which gives her like a sustainability to herself, so I don't have to pay attention to her, right? So it's kind of nice. It's very, very handy. So I'm also using Serral because he gives meter and he gives you a lot of Ogi. I shitted on him on the back then because he only does Ogi, and I hate Ogi, right? But we have no choice but to Ogi, because like I told you in the beginning, right? We have to Ogi with MC. So we also need to get Fatal Chain to get the stupid thing up, right? Okay, so the main idea is that 90% you do with Vera, you get Vera done, okay? Vera sack herself, Kubira comes in. For that 75% trigger, usually what I tend to try to do here is that you will want to get your Fatal Chain ready, and you want to get that bar done, that stupid special bar that Agastia has in this raid at 75. The reason that being is because that you want to have Fatal Chain to be used in for the debuffs thing, because I do not really have a lot of debuffs in this setup. That's one of the main reasons why we want to set that up for that. Because if not, right, I have to set up the Fatal Chain as fast as I can, and then I go press that thing immediately and then set it up again for like post 40 onwards and that kind of shit. That one's annoying as well. So that's the reason why I'm saying it like this. It's much better to go it like that. That's why also I think a lot of people tend to use Grand Noir instead, because Grand Noir gives you extra like 2 or 3 debuffs, I think. I don't remember. 2 debuffs, I think. Was it 2 debuffs? I haven't used him enough to really remember. I think there are 2 debuffs, right? Yeah. So a lot of people use this Noah because of that. So basically, the idea is that you use those summon that has a lot of debuffs, right? For my case, I use Thor, all right, because I have a full limit break Thor. So I just use that guy. You could also use like I think you can use Mandrake as well. Summer Mandrake is another one. I think Christmas Sariel kind of works as well, I think. So like what I usually do is that I will Fatal Chain first. I'll Fatal Chain first, Thor, Babu, and then I'll do S1 Kubira to get all. How many debuffs was that? I think 10 debuffs, yeah. To get that thing out of the way. It seems to always work. From what I've tried so far, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, I've gotten technically like supposed to be like close to 400 already, but I burned some. So yeah, I've gotten some materials already. I farmed Agastia quite a bit already. So far it always works. So far. The reason why I'm saying this is that there is one particular moment that my MC actually whiffs the delay. Out of all the runs I did, MC missed once, and that immediately killed me. So I do not know what to say about that, but oh well. Go next, I guess. But yeah, so for 75 you do that. For 60% you should have enough. You should have enough to use Uni S3 to immediately just fuck it, clear it off. Also make sure, don't be like me where I have like a bad muscle memory. I always click her first skill and then I forget I'm supposed to click this on that particular 60 hit trigger. Just press this to cancel it. Yeah, so the first one, remember, 90% press Vera S1, which is also the 60 hit one. Kill her off, then Kubira comes in, and then you blah blah blah, you charge up. You make sure you need to do your Ogi properly, and then you get to delay whatever, blah blah blah, get the thing done. And then you debuff at 75, and then go again, and then you do what's that? The 60 hit one with Uni S3 and call it a day. So by then, usually like you continue nuking as much as you can until you die, basically. The whole idea is to just continuously just keep nuking and just see how far you can go, I guess. I think the furthest I went, like, I think I did 9 million before on this team when the RNG wasn't that bad kind of thing. But I don't think you have to do that much. But a lot of people seems to do it because a lot of times, like, Agastia doesn't really die that frequently sometimes, you know, because not a lot of people are able to do it properly, that kind of shit, right? So that's kind of like what I'm really doing, okay? So the grid is pretty much like this. I'm using Draconic because I forgot what was the other weapon that I was using, but all I can say is that the grid is actually, you don't really have to follow exactly like mine. You do not have to. You could pretty much just use like double Harmonia or whatever with like Magna swords, the chef swords. You could just do that and you'll still be fine. Like, you're mostly still doing like this the similar results. Yes, you should still have similar results, and I don't think it really matters too much. The reason why I'm using this too is because I do not have a lot of HP. The problem that I have in my setup right now is that I do not have a lot of HP, and I have to go double Zeus. So like, for example, like, let me just show you, I guess. I mean, it shows my MC has 98,000 HP, but my other characters are like kind of maybe like around 70k, maybe like low 70 something k, 80k maybe, around there. It's pretty bad, I would say, because not to mention I don't really have a lot of defense, as you can see, right? And plus, like, my characters do not have did I even put them defense? Yeah, I didn't really put them defense. So like, my uni is balanced. Okay, this one doesn't really matter. Yeah, Laughter balance. My Summer Cereal is also balanced. I didn't change anything. As you can see, I didn't change anything. It still works. Okay? To me, as long as it works, I don't care. It's at least it's straightforward enough for me to actually get that shit done. Fuck it, right? That's basically what I was aiming for. Yeah. So And also, plus since I'm using two double Zeus, right? Having two Reans kind of helps a little bit just because that this guy does nuke. There's like an after nuke or whatever he does automatically. Same goes for Kubira, right? So Kubira does that nuke. She counters as well from time to time, blah, 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 all that shit, right? It helps out. So it kind of goes up quite a bit. So like, do I have like a... let me check. Do I have like a example of Agastia? Maybe I can... I think I have. Yeah, this is the one with the crew, right? Yeah. Yeah, so you see Kubira does quite a bit, right? So that's why I felt like that double Reen seems to help me out quite a bit because Kubira's nukes is fucking strong. Because her S4 is really strong and in some particular moments you can actually reset her shit like crazy. And also because as you saw, I had Kirin in there as well. So Kubira is doing a lot of nukes. Because that one nuke she does is like, without the damage mitigation thing, it's like 25 million. I think it's 25 million by herself. Yeah, 25 million. If you have the damage mitigation thing, I think she does like 12, 13 million or so. It's significant enough for me to give a shit. Okay? Is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so that's what I did. I guess I should kind of show you a little bit, like demo it a little bit. Let me see if I can get a... Oh my god, there's a lot of people. 7 minutes left? Oh shit! Why is there so many rooms now? Oh my god. Let's go to like a... Is that like a fresher one, but with people? Alright, let's just join this one, I guess. This is not really a good time to show this, but... Alright, let's see how this goes, I guess. So, turn 1, usually what I do is that I'll just press this guy. I also press these two skills for Vera, and then press this. Do the chat thing. And then just attack. Usually you probably want to pay attention if there's debuff or not. You probably want to attack when there's some debuff. Alright, so for turn 2, usually I'll check. MC can Ogi, right? But you want to delay with the Omen up. So usually I just guard with MC. So I'll just guard with MC. And then my HP still looks okay. So I'm just going to press that and then just Ogi. Oh, this looks kind of fast. Maybe I need to speed up a little bit. Alright, so now I think it's 90%, so just sack... Alright, let me just heal since I'm on lockout. Just heal, heal. Give 2 pots. Press that. And then guard with MC. Go. And then this turn again, you go with... I always usually, the moment she comes out, I'll just get her buff up and then do her thing. Alright, then MC Ogi. Oh god, that's actually really bad. I just double delayed it. Oh no, double delay is bad, but whatever. I mean, honestly, not really a big deal. You can just cancel it. Just to rush. Alright, then you just Ogi again. Hopefully delay, and I have one more turn before... Oh, thank god I made it in time. So usually you want to get, like I said, you want at 75, you want to get this limit thing to be maxed out. That's basically the idea. So let me pot and use Splitting Spirit. I forgot to mention what skill I was using, my bad. Alright, so I Ogi one more time and then I will be able to get the bar full. And then Fated Chain. Fated Chain, and I just grab a Mandrake, sure. Okay, so there goes my debuffs, is done already. My debuffs is done, thank you, whoever that was. Okay, so then I'm just gonna press this. So now the mitigation is over. I can actually do normal damage. So I've just pressed all my fucking skills again. So now the next one you have to remember is the 60% one. Yeah, 60% is the important one. So usually I just fucking Ogi anyway. Doesn't matter. Yeah, because you need to charge up your Fated Chain again, right? You have to remember that you have to charge up your Fated Chain again. So it's like if you want to push, I didn't really mention this, but if you want to push for 40%, right, you kind of want to get a Fated Chain ready for it because you can't delay it anymore. You need Fated Chain to get rid of that thing. So yeah, so for 60% you do that and it's done. And since there's a free Lucifer, why not? Yoink that shit. Free Lucifer. Okay, then since I have 3 stacks for Zero, I'm just gonna press it again and Ogi, because why not? Yep, just keep doing that. Ogi, boom, who cares? And then, yeah, since I Fated Chain already, you want to save that for 40%, right? So you just don't do that. Yeah, just keep pressing this to get free heals, I guess. For this particular one, I usually just press Yatima around at this point of the raid. I usually do that just... Why not? There's really basically no particular reason why I do that, but I just do it for the fun of it. It's just so I can like get the thing back up immediately. And since there's another Lucifer, I'm just gonna yoink that, why not? And then since I'm dying, I'm just gonna do that. And since it's 40% Fated Chain, press that, done. Right? So you wanna get your Fated Chain always up. Yeah, just attack, I guess. Yeah, you have to remember that now it's just like, you just go all the way and you have like no other thing you can do anymore. So I'm just gonna fucking Kirin this. Oh, see, I'm at 4 mil already. So usually I could just push a little bit more, because why not? Because that's kind of like how it is if you want to like guarantee your fucking what's that, MVP or whatever. See, 26 mil, so nice, right? Very nice. Just press that, why not? MC do that. Press that. Give MC meter, why not? And because after this turn I am dead already, because you know I do not have my Fated Chain up. And then yep, I am dead. Fuck it, I guess. But yeah, it's dead already, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, just attack. Fuck it. There, 6 million. So that's usually how I do it. You could actually just say fuck it and stop at 4 mil if you want to, but that's usually how I would do the Agastia. So like the initial start, you have to always remember, if you're planning to copy me, that is, it just doesn't matter what grid you're using as well. I think it's just more of like the characters. You want to rush for that 75% to have the bar full. Okay, that's the annoying part, because if not, you have to do, or you only do it at like 40%, and then you're stuck with the damage mitigation shit for so fucking long. See, I'm dead. Except for Kubira, I guess, but you know. But yeah, it works, right? See, MVP as well. Log in, dude. Is it a weapon? You fucker, man! No way, dude! I got so many weapons today, it's crazy! I keep getting the weapons today, it's nuts, man. Okay, you know, just for YouTube highlight or whatever, just for the fun of it, right? So let me just show you briefly what happened. I did like some hosting stuff, like my host with my crew, right? Just for the fun of it. Let me show you what happened. Weapon. Weapon. No weapon. Oh no, that's Najik's one. Weapon. 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 I almost gotten a weapon. Every single one I hosted today. That's the fucked up part. And I got another one again earlier. What the hell? I didn't even do that many Revans yet today too. It's so stupid, dude. But yeah, anyways, I think I blabbled way too long already. So this is basically like a summary of like all the Revan setups that I am currently running. This is mostly like a more in-depth for Diaspora, joining Diaspora raids, and joining Diaspora Agastia raids. So this is like the setup for Agastia and Diaspora. I'm not sure if this is helpful because I'm just sharing what I'm using. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon because Guild War stuff. Yep.